Welcome to the Explainer. Today, I am absolutely thrilled to share a story about a home transformation that honestly just completely rewrites the rules of interior design. I'm your host, and look, as a massive interior design enthusiast, I am literally always on the hunt for ways to make our living spaces really reflect who we are, right? Today, we're looking at a story that proves, without a shadow of a doubt, that you don't need to drop thousands of dollars or hire some fancy professional to create an incredible, mood-altering living space. Okay, let's dive right into this and look at how a simple shift in illumination sparked a total room revolution.
Let's start by looking at a pretty depressing reality for, well, so many students and renters out there. Have you ever spent years living in a boring, white-walled room that feels exactly like a sterile box? Yeah, we've all been there. You move into a new dorm, you drop your bags, and bam! You are surrounded by four blank, lifeless walls. Maybe it's cinder block, maybe it's just that flat, eggshell white, but the psychological toll, it is real. Your environment completely shapes your mood, your productivity, and your stress levels. Staring at those boring white walls while grinding through late-night study sessions can make you feel completely trapped in this uninspiring space.
And this brilliantly illustrates the massive roadblock most of us face. On one side, you have the dream: traditional interior design, custom paint jobs, ambient light fixtures, the whole shebang. But as we know, going that route costs thousands of dollars. Then, on the other side, you have the reality: a typical, incredibly tight student budget. As an interior design enthusiast, I know the absolute frustration of this gap. It keeps beautiful, personalized spaces completely out of reach for the people who often need that comforting sanctuary the absolute most. You want to express yourself, but your bank account is politely asking you to just stick with the posters and sticky tack.
But the narrative shifted entirely when one student discovered an incredible, gate-kept secret that solved this exact budget dilemma. Section 1. The Ultimate Room Hack. Discovering the affordable lighting solution. What is truly remarkable here is the sheer accessibility of this solution. They discovered RGB smart LED strip lights that deliver a total wall-to-wall room transformation for an unbelievable price point of just $8 to $25. I mean, let that sink in for a second. We literally just talked about interior design costing thousands. For less than the price of a couple of campus coffee shop lattes, this student found a way to completely alter the atmosphere of their living space. It's not just a bargain, it's a total paradigm shift in how we approach affordable home decor.
So the absolutely crucial point here is that this tiny $8 investment isn't buying you cheap, standard string lights. No, it unlocks absolute premium capabilities. We are talking about access to 16 million colors. You want a cool, focus-enhancing blue for studying? Done. A warm sunset orange to wind down at night? You got it. But it goes way beyond just static colors. These strips feature immersive music sync, which means your room actually pulses and reacts to your Friday night playlist, turning your dorm into an absolute vibe. And the best part? It's all managed with seamless app control right from your smartphone. You don't even have to get out of bed to change the entire atmosphere of your room.
The most inspiring part of this whole transformation is just how effortless the execution is. Step 1, you literally just open the box. Step 2, you peel and stick them right around the perimeter of those boring white walls, maybe tracing the ceiling or bordering your desk. And Step 3, you complete the entire room transformation in exactly 10 minutes. 10 minutes! Actually, scratch that. It might even be less. No hammers, no nails, no calling maintenance, and, most importantly for students, absolutely no damage to the walls that would cost you your security deposit. It is instant gratification in the absolute best way possible.
The emotional payoff for this student was immediate and just overwhelming. I mean, imagine the scene. They finish the 10-minute setup, dim the harsh overhead dorm lights, and tap their smartphone screen. Suddenly, that sterile box is gone, totally replaced by a radiant, glowing sanctuary. And the reactions were priceless. Visiting friends were in complete shock. They walked through the door and literally said, "I cannot believe this is the exact same space." They actually thought they had stepped into a high-end streaming studio or some trendy downtown lounge, completely unable to process that this was the exact same boring dorm room they were hanging out in just the day before. That is the true power of smart lighting.
And this isn't just one lucky student's isolated experience either. Section 2, Massive Social Proof, the data behind the ultimate dorm transformation.
The numbers here really just speak for themselves. These specific RGB smart LED strips have earned a phenomenal 4.8-star rating. Now, in the Wild West of online shopping, maintaining a 4.8 with over 50,000 units sold, that is incredibly rare. It means the product consistently delivers that wow factor time and time again. But what makes this an absolute no-brainer for a student on a tight budget is the extra perks. They come with free worldwide shipping, so the price you see is actually the price you pay, and full buyer protection to completely remove any risk. It's a highly rated, highly vetted interior design secret that's totally financially safe to try out.
Look, if you are tired of living in a space that doesn't inspire you, you don't have to wait until you graduate and land some six-figure salary to have a room you actually love. To claim this transformation and completely upgrade your own space right now, you can find these exact lights with the 16 million colors and that awesome music sync by visiting aliexpress-toppicks.vercel.app. It's the exact same hub where our student found their ultimate room hack.
So, as we wrap up today's explainer, I want to leave you with a thought. Before you spend another long night staring blankly at those boring white walls, feeling completely boxed in by your space and your budget, just imagine the possibilities. With 10 minutes and a few bucks, you hold the power to completely redefine your environment. So ask yourself, tonight, what color will your newly transformed room be?